The first segment of the news is brought to you by KFC.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Akash Lapindo with your JCN News. It's good having you with us. It's only a matter of days before the 2014-2015 budget makes its way to Parliament. At this point, there's no telling what the new fiscal roadmap will include, but Free National Movement Chairman Darren Cash is warning Bahamians to brace themselves for new taxes. He's convinced it's a tactic the government will use to make up for the delayed implementation of value-added tax. VAT was initially slated to come on stream July 1st. The F&M spokesman in a statement said, having failed to deliver VAT or any other meaningful tax reform measure, the Prime Minister will almost certainly try to announce some other set of taxes to compensate for the foregone VAT income. Mr. Cash added that the problem is that having run out of time to do things properly, the grave concern is about the extent to which the government will make desperate and ill-considered tax moves to generate income in the short term. According to the F&M chairman, if the Prime Minister fails to outline a set of meaningful and well-considered revenue enhancement and cost-cutting measures, his budget will rightly be regarded as a splendid work of fiction. Prime Minister and Minister of Finance Perry Christie is expected to lay out the 2014-2015 budget in Parliament on Wednesday. Well, 1 year down, another to go as the Bahamas readies itself to again play host to the IAAF relays while riding high on this weekend's successes. Our Nico Scavala gives us the minister's assessment of how things shaped up and what's in the cards for 2015.
The Bahamas may not have pulled off as many victories as it wanted to, but local athletes surely didn't disappoint. 2 days of fierce competition all came down to the Bahamas' 4x4 men's relay team. The quartet dazzled as they gave it their best shot in front of the home crowd. It was a close finish with the United States beating out the Bahamas by mere milliseconds, winning in a time of 2:57.25 to our 2:57.59.
And I tell you, if the Bahamian team had won that gold medal, I think we would have had to close Nassau today. You would have had to have a public holiday today. And I don't know how we was going to get out of that stadium last night. That's what the support was like. Everyone was in the stadium who had a fabulous time, and everyone at home watching had a fabulous time. So it's just a first-class event, undeserving of a first-class country. And right now, we have a lot to feel good about. We went on the world stage, and we did it.
According to Youth, Sports and Culture Minister Dr. Daniel Johnson, the World Relays met and exceeded all expectations given by other federations and countries alike, adding that its success has opened up new windows of opportunity for the Bahamas.
The opportunities for investment, capital, for growth, for integrated services, for new opportunities in banking and finance, agriculture, fisheries. I mean, everything that people are looking at to develop in their countries. People are asking about the Bahamas. So this has opened up the brand, the Bahamas, to a lot of inquiry.
In fact, it's because of the overwhelming success the Bahamas experienced this weekend that the minister has promised that he and his team will see to it that events of this magnitude become a commonality in the Bahamas.
I will be in negotiations next week with the IAAF to see what else we can do. So this was the beginning, and I think we performed well enough to go back to the table. We know that there are other events that they are planning, and so the question that I'm putting to them is, can we make the Bahamas a stop on the IAAF World Tour? So every year we'd want to get an event in the Bahamas, and we'll end up hopefully with about 10 major events in this country that are on the tour of something going forward.
Nico Scavella, JCN News.
Police are meantime patting themselves on the back for a relatively incident-free event this weekend, and they are attributing that to the proactive measures implemented in the run-up to the relays, like the warnings issued to potential troublemakers. A week-long operation led to the arrest of more than 125 people for a number of serious offenses. Among those locked up were 2 housebreaking suspects. Acting on intelligence, police arrested a couple at one of the stadium's entry points after they were found with 2 IAAF World Relay tickets allegedly stolen from an Eastern Road home last month. The operation also saw over 200 vehicles being searched for suspicion of firearms and drugs, the arrest of 18 people for outstanding criminal warrants, and 15 drivers being cited for various traffic violations. Police Commissioner Ellison Greenslade commended all the officers who worked at the games for a job well done. He also thanked and praised Bahamians and visitors for their good behavior and support during what is undoubtedly the largest sporting event to be held here. An initiative introduced by the Ministry of Education will have public and private school students, more so public schools, facing new graduation requirements come September. The standardized National High School Diploma is set to take effect around the start of the new school year as an attempt to standardize the qualifications of prospective high school graduates for potential job opportunities. Director of Education, Lionel Sands.
One of the main purposes is to ensure that the requirements that students need to leave school with are standardized across the board. In other words, the standards are not different from one school to the next, and so all the schools have the same requirements. But secondly, and more importantly, we recognize that each year when we graduate students, about 50% of our students actually graduate with anything that's credible. And that's very low. And so the purpose of the standardized high school diploma program is to reduce the gap between those students who have or meet the requirements and those who do not.
Now, the new diploma, according to Assistant Director of Career and Technical Matters, Kishana Bastian, will have a number of new requirements that students must achieve and maintain in order to graduate.
The standards include a minimum requirement from all students, and what that means is they would have to attain 4 BJCs. We're introducing a credit system that's not customary in the public school system at this point, and so students have to earn credits as a part of their platform to graduation. It's 110 over 3 years. They would also have to maintain a 2-point GPA for 3 years, grades 10 through 12. They would have to ensure that attendance and punctuality is 90%. 90% punctuality, 90% attendance. And there's a 30-hour community service requirement.
The new diploma will require students to take core and pathway courses, which, according to Ms. Bastian, will steer students in the right direction leading up to graduation. You're watching JCN News. Stay with us.
KFC Nassau is seeing green. Garden fresh greens in our new salads. Made with all white meat chicken, these are salads done right. Try the classic chicken Caesar salad or the new original recipe salad. Tender original recipe chicken, premium greens, cherry tomatoes, carrots, and cranberries with our own original recipe dressing. They're full of the great KFC flavor you love. Only at KFC Nassau. Salads have never tasted so.
ESC Distributors Wholesale, the experienced beauty suppliers, has everything you need to look your best, feel good, and enhance your beauty. Soaps, creams, lotions, and oils in top name brands, including those sought-after bedazzled products. ESC Distributors has facial powders, matte and shimmer eyeshadows, and luscious lip glosses. And for your hair fancy, an exciting array of hair and hair products. ESC Distributors Wholesale, Nassau's premier beauty suppliers. Soldier Road, opposite NCA, 394-0819.
Super Value is proud to be Bahamian and invites you to celebrate the long Labor Day Whit-Monday holiday weekend with favorites like Large Thames Cardinal Cream, 99 cents. Chef Boyardee Spaghetti and Meatballs, 15-ounce cans, $1.39. Kellogg's Tri-Fun Cereals, the 52-ounce size, $9.99. 4 pounds First Choice Sugar, $1.89. And delicious boneless chicken breast at only $2.99 a pound. Plus quality stamps, including Quality Markets. Super Value, the Bahamian supermarkets.
The Bahamas imports almost $1 billion of food annually to feed its citizens and the visitors to our shores. The Bahamas Agriculture and Marine Science Institute, BAMSI, intends to revolutionize agriculture in the Bahamas. One aspect of revolutionizing agriculture is to inform everyone of the opportunities for investment in the agricultural sector. On Thursday, May 29, 2014, at the British Colonial Hilton Hotel, a forum will be staged where these opportunities are highlighted and displays of various possibilities will be on show. It is the government's intention, through a deliberate policy initiative, to make agriculture the third pillar of economic growth and sustainability in the Bahamas economy. BAMSI will support such development through teaching, research, and outreach, which together will provide the dynamo for economic growth. Come and participate as we begin to develop, protect, and assure food security in the Bahamas. For more information, contact BAMSI at 394-1017 or 394-1018. Please call the BAMSI office to confirm your attendance as space is limited.
Welcome back. Grand Bahama now up to its 8th homicide following the shooting death of 33-year-old Charles Miller just before midnight Sunday. From all reports, the Epsom Road Freeport resident was at a sports bar on East Atlantic Drive when he was shot multiple times. Miller died in hospital just a short time later. Police on that island also dealing with the apparent drowning of a 57-year-old man of Hannah Hill, 8 Mile Rock. The man was reportedly in the Jonestown area diving but never resurfaced. His body was later recovered some 300 yards offshore. EMS personnel pronounced him dead at the scene. Police investigating a boating accident that's left a 26-year-old American woman dead. Reports are that shortly after 10 last night, a boat left South Bimini with a number of passengers on board when it collided into Turtle Rock off South Bimini. The female passenger was reportedly thrown into the water. She was found soon after and taken into the Allenstown Clinic where she was pronounced dead. Back here in the capital, police are requesting the public's assistance in solving a shooting that's left a woman in hospital. According to reports, a woman was shot at Red Sea Road off Soldier Road shortly before 11 yesterday morning. Police arrived at the scene and met the victim with a gunshot wound to the leg. The woman was taken to hospital where she's in stable condition. Fire officials equally busy investigating an early morning fire that swept through a 3-bedroom wooden structure in a shanty town through Montgomery Avenue, Carmichael Road. According to the Director of Fire Services, Superintendent Walter Evans, no lives were lost as a result of the incident. From the courts this evening, 4 men were arraigned on drug charges. 32-year-old Jamal Green of number 15 Boilfish Avenue, shown here in all black. 48-year-old Theodore Lockhart of number 38 Maple Street, Pinewood Gardens in the green. 53-year-old Wayne Price of St. Andrews, Kingston, Jamaica in the red striped shirt, and Ty Wallace of number 38 Maple Street wearing the dark blue shirt. The men charged with importation of dangerous drugs, conspiracy to import dangerous drugs, possession of dangerous drugs, and conspiracy to possess dangerous drugs with the intent to supply, namely Indian hemp. They all pleaded not guilty to the charges that are alleged to have been committed on May 22nd. The men were remanded to Her Majesty's prisons and will return to court on May 29th for a hearing. Also behind bars tonight is 26-year-old Stapleton Gardens and Sandy Point resident Sean Robbins, one of the 6 men picked up this past Friday after police made a $350,000 drug bust in western New Providence. Robbins, clad in the red and blue striped shirt, was arraigned on 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, namely Indian hemp. He pleaded not guilty to the charge and was remanded to HMP. He's expected back in court on September 15th. Our final stories up next.
Mommy, we're hungry.
Okay, what do you want to eat?
I want Bamboo Shack from the drive-thru at Southwest Plaza.
Yay, Bamboo Shack!
Hello?
Hey, honey, the kids want Bamboo Shack.
I want a kid's meal.
I want a cheeseburger snack.
I want a chicken and corn combo.
Don't forget the apple pies and the cookies.
I'll have the jerk chicken dinner.
And I'll have a rotisserie, please.
Get your favorite Bamboo Shack snacks, dinners, and burgers on the go at the Bamboo Shack drive-thru, Southwest Plaza, Carmichael Road.
It wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. It's not too late to build yours. Weather the storm with fidelity.
Today being celebrated as Memorial Day in the United States, but here at home, U.S. Embassy and local officials came together in solemn tribute at the site of the memorial to Patrol Squad 23. The idea was to honor the memory of the 10 U.S. crew members who lost their lives during a fateful training mission off the coast of Nassau on May 7, 1954. Later that same year, the Clifton Pier Monument was erected in honor of the lost sailors of MA5. Among the officials on hand to mark the occasion was U.S. Charge d'Affaires John Dinkelman, who noted the significance of the annual observance of Memorial Day, a time set aside to reflect on those who were lost protecting and defending the many freedoms enjoyed today. He said, "We salute the commitment and the sacrifices of the diverse contingent of the servicemen and women of the United States Armed Forces, including those Bahamians among their ranks. From Bunker Hill to Afghanistan, brave men and women in uniform have stepped forward and answered the call, knowing they may never return to their loved ones." Special recognition was also given to Bahamian Private First Class Norman Darling, who died in the Iraq War in 2004, and Sergeant Errol McKinney, a Bahamian, killed in a motorcycle accident in 2013, shortly after returning to Fort Bliss, Texas, following a deployment to Afghanistan. The memorial service also included a reflective moment of silence, tributes by family members of the fallen sailors, and the formal acknowledgement of veterans, Sergeant McKinney, PFC Darling, and the crew of the men of Squadron VP-23. The service members were honored with a gun salute by the Royal Bahamas Defense Force and the traditional playing of taps by the Royal Bahamas Police Force. The ceremony concluded with the release of a commemorative wreath into the water by officers on board RBDF cutter P-125. Well, that does it for this portion of our news. Stay with us for a check on sports and weather.
If you could see the inside of your engine running on Shell Helix Ultra, you'd see how active cleansing technology really works. Continuously cleaning and protecting your engine. Shell Helix Ultra with active cleansing technology. Performance you can see.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Jarino Saunders. This is your JCN Evening Sports. Sports is being brought to you by Facades Men's Fashion on Blue Hill Road South. The IAAF World Relays held here in the beautiful land of sun, sand, and sea has excelled beyond our expectations. That was a quote from the IAAF president, Lamine Diak, who described the Bahamas as a, quote, sporting paradise, end quote. Diak also complimented the Bahamian people for embracing the relays and for our support of all of the athletes, no matter which country they came from. At the end of the competition, there were 3 new world records. The first world record to drop was the women's 4x1500 meter record that saw Kenya take the $50,000 first place prize and the extra $50,000 for the world record. The second record to fall on Saturday was the men's 4x200 meter record that saw Jamaica, the men from Jamaica led by Johan Blake and Warren Ware. They broke the 20-year-old record, winning the $50,000 first place prize and that additional $50 grand. And the third record to go down was the men from Kenya, winning the 4x1500 meters on Sunday, and they were able to take home $100,000 in cash as well. The best performance for the Bahamas came in the men's 4x4 relay that saw the Bahamas team of Latoy Williams, Demetrius Pinder, Chris Brown, and Michael Matthew finish second in a thrilling race that came right down to the wire as Matthew did everything in his power to hold off LaShawn Merritt from the USA. But LaShawn, with that 43-second split, was able to get past Michael in the final few meters of that race. The USA walked away with the team title and the coveted golden baton, made from real gold, we understand. The USA finishing with 60 points, followed by Jamaica in second with 41 points, Kenya finishing third, the Bahamas 8th overall in the points race. Meanwhile, the Bahamas Volleyball Federation congratulating the Bahamas national men's volleyball team for their outstanding performance at the third round of the 2014 World Championship qualifiers held in Puerto Rico over the weekend. The team completed the tournament with a 2-2 record. They defeated Honduras on Sunday evening in their final match, 25-15, 25-18, and 25-23 for the bronze medal. Special mention goes out to Ronaldo Knowles. He was the best hitter on the tournament. John Victor Isaacs, the best blocker of the tournament, and Byron Dynasty Ferguson also getting mentioned for best blocker of the tournament for individual recognitions. The team was expected to return home sometime today. They'll continue training in hopes of defending their gold medal at the Caribbean Volleyball Championships that'll come their way July 18th in Trinidad and Tobago. The Bahamas Bowling Federation will be staging the 2014 Tournament of the Americas team trials. They'll begin actually on Tuesday at Mario's Bowling Palace. They'll start at 7 p.m. The top 6 bowlers on the men and women's side will get an opportunity to represent the Bahamas at the Tournament of the Americas held in Fort Lauderdale, Florida later this year. Last year, the Bahamas had success as Ewell Hoyt and Angie Smith won a medal in the mixed doubles category. The Bahamas Global Sports Foundation and CSA Basketball Academy releasing number 25 in their top 50 national basketball rankings. We're halfway through it. Right in the middle there at number 25, Jerron Cornish. He's in the 10 to 12th grade class. He's ranked 6th in that class, 17 years old, 5 feet 10 inch basketball player right now attending high school in Florida. And from the NBA tonight, it's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Miami Heat and the Indiana Pacers. If Indiana goes down 3-1 tonight, it's going to be hard for them to get out of that hole. If they can even things up, it's anybody's series. Tonight, it's Game 4, 8:30 p.m. on ESPN. On Sunday in the Western Conference Finals, Oklahoma City, they avoided falling into a 3-0 hole. They beat San Antonio in Game 3, 106-97, led by Serge Ibaka back from injury. 15 points, 4 blocks in that victory. Russell Westbrook, 26 points. Kevin Durant, 25 in the win. They'll play Game 4 on Tuesday night. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening Sports. Once again, sports, it's being brought to you by Facades Men's Fashion on Blue Hill Road South.
The FML Group of Companies, whose owner and the CEO is Craig Flowers, is making waves in many parts of this region as he has received government approval for the establishment of gaming platforms in the Turks and Caicos Islands, Bermuda, and now in Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
The team that we have here in Haiti has gone above and beyond my expectations. I'm very pleased with the way things have gone. It certainly taught me a great deal with this type of reception, and I'm going to take a lot from it as I go back home and give a lot of thought to it.
With FML Group of Companies, everyone wins.
This is your smartphone on 4G. And this is your smartphone with the scorching fast data speeds of 4G LTE. LTE is 5 times faster than 4G, so you'll get the music you want, well, now. And buffering? Forget it. Stream your movie non-stop from the moment you press play. LTE offers a whole new mobile data experience that isn't just 5 times faster, but also 5 times smoother and 5 times better. Experience mobile data speeds in a way that will change your life forever with LTE. Live the experience. BTC every day.
For that sophisticated, silky smooth look, Bedazzled gives you Ultra Double Platinum 100% tangle-free human hair. Bedazzled Ultra Double Platinum. Full of body, full of life. For that perfect blend, Ultra Double Platinum, it's the world's best human hair. It's Bedazzled. Available at the Beauty Shack, Soldier Road, opposite NCA.
The weather is brought to you by Bedazzled 100% tangle-free human hair, distributed by the Beauty Shack.
Good evening, and this is your JCN Evening Weather. First, a look at our surface chart. The surface chart, high pressure north of the island, still a dominant weather feature at this time. Still have some clouds still around the extreme northwest boundary just to the north of it. Little frontal boundary dissipated during the daytime hours, but some clouds still hanging around that particular area. Could still have 1 or 2 little spotty showers. In your satellite loop, you can actually see some of the clouds in the area this time. That could give us 1 or 2 little showers, particularly Abaco and Grand Bahama tonight into tomorrow morning. In your marine forecast, those winds on the light side, variable at 10 knots or less, seas less than 3 feet. Your tides, you can expect a high tide at 7:10 this evening. Next low comes at 1:35 tomorrow morning. Sunrise will be 6:21 in the morning, set me even at 7:53. UV index 8, water temperature 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and the moon phase now moving towards the new moon. Weather night, partly cloudy skies, still a chance of a few showers for the most part over the extreme northwest Bahamas, Grand Bahama and Abaco. The low going down to 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And tomorrow, partly sunny, still on the warm side, still a chance of a few showers by late afternoon, high temperature 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And your further weather look, we're going to keep those showers in the forecast, particularly on Wednesday and Thursday. We expect increasing cloudiness with a couple of showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. High temperature daytime being in the mid to upper 80s, at nighttime in the lower 70s. Those showers taper off come late Friday into Saturday. That puts a wrap on JCN Evening Weather. Godfrey Burnside.
The weather is brought to you by Bedazzled, 100% tangle-free human hair. Distributed by The Beauty Shack.
And that ends our news this evening. From all of us here at JCN News, thanks for joining us.
Take that mess from off the wall.